Did Blake Lively betray Hugh Jackman's ex-wife? Also, Justin Baldoni's awkward hug with Britney Spears resurfacing now? I got a theory. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Two big updates regarding the Blake Lively It Ends With Us drama, which should have ended with them, but now it's just piling on more and more. Also, I know I'm saying it, Justin Baldoni is the proper way. I listened to him say it. Justin Baldoni. Now, if I say it wrong, take a drink. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I see Don and I go Don, but no, it's Doe. Like Doe. Every time I get it wrong, go Doe. Andy got it wrong. Justin Baldoni. His awkward hug with Britney Spears has resurfaced amid the lawsuit. Now, this didn't get a lot of traction, but I found this story incredibly interesting. Before we get to the Hugh Jackman wife story, which is another not a good look for Blake, this one's trying to be a bad look for Justin. In fact, Kim and I had a debate on this, and I want to see where you guys stand. I'm going to share my take on this after I go through the details. Let's see what the report says, okay? So, back when he was in Jane the Virgin, he was a star in that show. Spears made a cameo as herself during the show's second season. Now, Baldoni told Fuse on the series his character had no scripted scenes with the Oops, I Did It Again star, the guest star I was most excited to work with Britney Spears, and then it turned out I didn't get to work with her. He said, there was 0 scenes with Raphael and Britney, probably at her request. Baldoni said of the pop star in the CW series, I know she was a fan of the show. We were shooting, and then a few of us that weren't in scenes were with her, came to watch one of her scenes. There she is from the show. Baldoni noted that he had been a huge Britney Spears fan in high school. What adolescent boy wasn't? Baldoni said he and the Grammy-winning pop star had exchanged social media messages in the past, leading him to think she would have a stronger reaction to him than she displayed. Now, right out the gate, we would know at this timing, she wasn't really in charge of her Instagram. It was her people. So she didn't know this, and so keep that in mind. Because I had tweeted her and she had tweeted me back, I'd gone up to her, so in my mind, we were friends, but we weren't. Baldoni said, I went up and gave her a big hug, and I think I scared her. Baldoni noticed that his fellow castmates in the show were laughing at the awkward exchange, and he wondered to himself, did I just harass Britney Spears? Daily Mail reached out to reps. No one had any comments, but now they're trying to sort of spin this in, oh my goodness. Now, Kim's first reaction, and some of you may feel like, oh my gosh, really? What did he message her? Did he actually harass her? Wow, this isn't a good look for Justin. Now, when I read this story, I looked at it completely different than her, and I'm curious where you guys stand. When I read all this, there's two things that pop out of me. He's being very self-effacing because he's embarrassed. And again, when they were messaging and tweeting at each other, he assumed she'd have a stronger reaction because I guess whoever was texting on Britney's account was like, oh yeah, big fan of the show, whatever kind of thing. And then you're thinking, oh my God, she's a big fan of me in the show. I can't wait to meet her. Britney, oh my God. And you go a little over exaggerated meeting a celebrity. Now, as someone who, followed Britney, she doesn't like that kind of stuff. And she probably never even talked to this guy before. So she probably was like, what's going on? Hi, yeah, get off of me. And I can imagine such an experience would, look embarrassing, look odd. I gave her a big hug and I think I scared her. And so did I just harass Britney Spears? Meaning like, did I just go out of my way to make a whole big scene and hug her when she didn't want anything to do with me? To me, I take this as he just read the text wrong. Again, Blake Lively could use this to her advantage and say, look, there's a pattern here of Justin misbehaving, but I don't read it this way. I just read it as a extremely awkward celebrity interaction that he's acknowledging was awkward and that he was mortified by. He's even sort of joking. Kim's like, well, why would he say she probably requested that he, the guest star 0 scenes probably at her request. I mean, he said this, before she would even have known who he was. So I don't believe there was some bad blood before them. I just think he made an awkward moment and over exaggerated scene. Now, that's how I took it. And another reason why then I took it was like, this seems to be a story Justin's not afraid to tell, which is telling also because if you did something wrong, you truly harassed somebody, I don't think you'd go out and make it be your podcast story when you're out there doing interviews. But he does seem to sort of overshare and do these things. And so here's my theory. And I want to know if you think I'm onto something. I suspect he told this story to Blake. And then lo and behold, what outfit did Blake wear to the premiere of It Ends With Us? That iconic Britney Spears dress. She decided to wear that dress the actual dress. Lively resurrected Spears' iconic 2002 vintage Versace covered in sequin flowers and butterflies for the It Ends With Us premiere. She said it should be in the Smithsonian. She was wearing Britney's actual dress. It is Britney's actual dress, Lively exclusively told people. It should be in the Smithsonian or the Met, but it's on me. I feel so lucky. Now, this was a big deal to wear this dress. And I didn't really think much of it. It is a pretty dress. It is an iconic dress, one of Britney's best dresses. She chose to wear this dress to the premiere that Justin had to watch from the shadows and would see all of the photos of Blake at the premiere and not him. Now, I'm left wondering, was that intentional? Was that a manipulation move on Blake Lively's part? Did she go and choose with her reps? Again, this is my speculation. I'm not saying this is factual, but being everything that we've seen, do you think it's that far-fetched that Blake might have said, find me something from Britney to wear to the premiere? I want to shove it in Justin's face. I want him to feel it, that I'm going to hold this over his head too. That, that old headline, he harassed her. Let's use that to our advantage. Now, to another side of the coin, maybe she's sort of reminding him, stay in lane, pal, because you clearly have a bad history. But I don't know. I don't see it that way. What do you guys think? Now, add that story to this story, which is the fact that Deborah Lee Furness, bitter feud with Blake Lively amid her split with Hugh Jackman, revealed. Now, Blake sided with Hugh Jackman during the split. I mean, he's the famous one, so of course they're siding with him. But also, I would imagine Ryan was always more friends with Hugh than Hugh's wife. So it's not a massive surprise to me. I can't fully blame Ryan and then Ryan's wife for siding with Ryan's friend, who literally cast him in Wolverine Origins and became like good buddies with him because of that. It was a big deal for Ryan. Ryan's clearly going to have it out for Hugh first. I don't think that's a surprise, but here's where it gets a little frustrating. She's left fuming with Blake and her husband, both of whom she believes knew about Hugh's new relationship. She knew they would side with Hugh when they split, but what has disturbed Deb is the very real possibility that Ryan and Blake must have known about Sutton, the woman that allegedly Hugh had an affair with, that he's now flaunting around. Truth be told, it was always difficult for Deb to bond with Blake because they're so different, but she felt they got on just fine. Here they were at some red carpets. Again, I don't think they were best of friends. And the issue is them siding with, Ryan makes sense. It sounds like Deb's, agrees. There's nothing strange about that. But, she feels frustrated that they might have known. It comes days after Deb was relieved when she saw photographs of Hugh and Sutton together, with insiders saying she can finally move on. She's sort of glad Hugh's now made it official. Yeah, I'm with this girl that I was with. They were together during a musical and denied any relationship then, but now they're together, take it as you will. She feels a sense of relief, to be honest with you, source told exclusively. She trusted her intuition, and her intuition was right. She finally feels at ease after getting confirmation that her fears and suspicions were warranted. She can now fully close this chapter and move on. Hugh went on official with his new girlfriend Sutton last Monday during a date after a year after their shock split. And these guys were together for 27 years, Deb and Hugh. And so the suspicion was that they shared the stage in 2022 in The Music Man. They bonded over their individual marital struggles, but didn't strike up a romance until he was out of the heartbreak of his relationship ending. Do you guys believe that? Well, there you go. There's that dress again hey, Justin, look at me in thy Britney dress. Who's more powerful now? I don't know. That just screams to me. But now here's Hugh with a new girl. And look, whatever. They're allowed. Sometimes marriages fall apart. Who am I to judge? But if they knew, and Deb's out there just annoyed because she's like, you knew my man was out there cheating around. You didn't tell me and you left me sort of wondering. It's pretty shady. It's pretty shady for Miss Feminists. I don't know. Do you disagree? I want to know what your thoughts are. Which is more offensive to you? What she did to Deb? Or do you think she did this, is this worse? Do you think I'm off base? Am I missing something? Should Justin be worried? I'm not. I don't think so. I want to hear your thoughts, though, below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell for all alerts so you get notified when a Popcorn Planet video is in your feed. And then when you see it, smash the thumbs up. And yeah, leave your comments. All that engagement helps. Tell me what you think. I appreciate all you guys that are watching. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming for you here on Popcorn Planet.